currently on the 9th year of people joining. So this is year 9 right here. And we almost have 500 like whitelisted players currently. So all you do, fill that out. You're asked to submit a couple images. People submit their images here, and they show some builds off. So basically to know that you know what you're doing. So anyway, let's get back to the game real quick. Switch back over to game capture, and I'm just going to pop that overwards. So basically, we're back at spawn. I just kind of want to show you around again. So as you can see, the starter resources for people that may just be joining the server, there's pretty much a bunch of free stuff right here. You can kind of get situated, you get all the iron you need, everything. Also, all this is automatically like processed and done. So this should automatically refill itself. So the carrots refill itself. The iron automatically refills itself. There's an iron farm up there. There's a carrot farm technically down there. There's a bunch of wool that gets from the sheep. And you even have sticks. And this wool, or this sheep, is done by collecting some of the iron that falls a certain way. So for example, not all the iron falls down. Some of it falls down here and some of it falls down up here. As you can see, this is completely full of iron. So as you can see, then some iron dropped on us. So that's what the big airship does, is it drops the iron. Also, as you look in, a couple things you'll notice in chat, this is a very vanilla server. I say that because not everything, especially after you've been 8 years, you can't have a pure vanilla server just by practicality. You have like 500 people, you need to have like some like plugins that kind of keep track of who's doing what. Because if you have 500 people playing on a server, they will grief, they will steal, and there needs to be a way to track that. Also, the stuff that you're seeing is from Discord. Those are people actually in the Discord server talking. And then also there are clans here. So clans are basically clans. There's no TP. There's nothing like that. It is vanilla. It is just, there is no, it's just like clans, basically prefixes that people can set to associate with other people. So this is the big spawn plaza. Got some names here. When I joined, all these first couple year players joined. The server recently really took off over the last couple years. And as you can see, this is the main spawn plaza. This is where everyone will congregate if there's some type of event. This is basically the center of the world, even though it's not really. This is the original spawn, so everyone likes to take it. So up here, this is the exit. So when you basically join and you want to build, you just go out far that way. Also, additionally, I should probably show this as well. But if you go on here, there is a Dynamap, and that Dynamap will show you what the server looks like. Basically, everywhere you can build, there's a bunch of places down here that you can build anywhere that's not like, when you click on it, will say like something like Avenian land or whatever. Anything you click on that doesn't have like something that pops up is probably free real estate. So of course, if there's a house there, I probably wouldn't build there. They might not have gotten around to claiming it. And also these claims are like virtual. They don't actually, like, there's no land claiming in the server. You could go over here and build if you wanted to. It just prevents disputes of like who owns what, I guess. So back to the server. So yeah, so if you're trying to join, as I said, we'll go over that in a sec. There's a whitelist process, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, that's the exit. Mailboxes are over here. This is basically anytime you want to drop something off for somebody, but you don't want to actually have to like meet them up, say they're like really far out, you can basically just go over to your mailbox. And you can see someone dropped off 64 diamonds in my mailbox. So I can claim those 64 diamonds. And I'm not going to claim them at the moment, but people just drop things in your mailbox. You put a light there so people know they don't have to walk all the way down. And as you can see, people have been here. So this is a mailbox. You can like write a sign and claim it. It's not that difficult to do. Also, there's a couple other cool things. So you have the kits area, you have the mail room, you have the exit. There's the shops. And so down here, all the player shops, and they're in this building. They're not in that building. They're all below. There's also some free stuff. So like, for example, people throw like what they consider junk to be in here, and you could take whatever you want from these 4 chests. So they are pretty popular, and really stuff doesn't actually stick around. So anything in here is free real estate. These are not free chests. They're redoing the roadways right here. So this is these shops. So this top is me and my girlfriend's shop. We've got sponges and all that kind of stuff. And then up on top of that, you have even more stuff that we're selling, me and her. And then below here, you have almost 100 shops of different players that have built stuff. So if you want to join, for those of you that are in the Twitch chat, there is a link below the Twitch, and I'll go over in depth how to join in a second. But pretty much that's that. As you can look here, it's a nice little water spout to get in here. And then you've got all these cool shops. So over here, we've got Finn that's doing his banners. It's really awesome. It's got all kinds of banners in here. I can't do it justice by going over everything. And this is actually a clan shop, which means a group of people work together to make this shop. It's got the really new blocks up there, and it looks like you even got a skulk sensor. They sell things pretty cheap, so mending books for a diamond. One of the great perks about having such a large and old server is that you have a lot of people that actually end up well, working together. And so while someone may have a mending book, there's a lot of farms. There's also a lot of farms like we don't have, which a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you know, everything has already been done. Honestly, if you're thinking that way, it's not really true, because there is a lot of like lore, which I can go over in a little bit, but like there is a lot of dynamic and economy and stuff like that, and power dynamics that you wouldn't get on any other server. Like, yeah, you can build every farm in the game, but do you have like the impossible armor? Like, I don't know if you see this armor, but this is impossible currently in the version. This is vanilla. This is 1.14.1 God Armor, which was the only version that it was actually possible to create this. And I believe this is the 1.9 God Bow, which there's only a couple of them on the server, but they are mending in infinity, and those were craftable in 1.9. And since the server is so old, we can actually like have those items, and you can buy them, you can sell them. You can do work for other people, you can hire people. There's a lot of economy-based stuff that you couldn't do on any other server. Like, yeah, you could hire someone to go like, you know, mine out something for you on another server, but you'd have to trust them. You'd have to like know all that stuff. Everyone on here is vetted. There's like almost 500 whitelisted people. They're all vetted, and you can like pay them out and they'll like mine out something for you, or they'll help you build something. You can pay them, and everything is done in diamonds. So as you can see, nothing in any of these chests is like, you don't pay anybody. I can go in there and take stuff. But usually it's like general practice that you actually give people their stuff. And so there's shops upon shops, anything you could think of, people try to sell, because if you get more diamonds, you get more power and you get more control over the economy. And it's all vanilla economy. It's not like, you know, you're having, you know, wild plugins controlling that. Real quick for everyone that's in the chat, see y'all. Thank you for joining. If you guys want to apply to join, literally all you have to do is there is a Discord server here. You just it is in the description of the Twitch channel. So if you go to the about, you click on this icon right here, it will take you to the Aviant's Discord server, which you can hit this apply option, and then up top here there is a application. You just click it right there, and it will take you to this application that you just fill out. It takes you like 5 minutes, wherever it is. Here it is. And then also on the bottom here, there's a Dynamap. So you can actually see what's going on the server right now, and take a look around. There's lots of things over there, and of course where to build. But yeah, hopping back over here. So this is just one shop, and as I said, this is all vanilla. So there is a lot of different, excuse me, lots of different shops. So someone actually made some map art, which is awesome. We'll go over the museum in a second, but as you can see, they've made some really awesome map art. That's insane. These have like shops, like they're selling you know, all different kinds of books. This person's got their shield. That's an awesome way of organizing the armor stands. So there are a couple minor tweaks to the game. None of them are actually game changing. They're just purely vanilla cosmetics. So basically you can change how you orient your armor stands, or I can actually sit down, and I can sit down on the ground, or I can sit down on anything really. Additionally, the most two interesting ones is /S, which gives you access to spectator mode. You can go fly around, you can see what's going on in the world, you can see kind of what's going on, and when you do it again, it's right back. Not really any cheating with that whatsoever. It's not like you're moving around. So yeah, they're just shops upon shops. Like literally, people have made some of the most amazing shops that I've like quite ever seen. They're absolutely awesome. And each of these people are like, you know, selling completely different items. They're selling like, I can go and spectate and show you around, but like the amount of shops that we have in here, like we have people doing all kinds of interesting shops. You've got like everything from selling literally gold blocks for like diamonds to like shops selling shulker boxes for 9 diamonds. Oh, look, no, sorry. Totems full of undying for 9 diamonds per slot. Like, I don't know what else to say for that. That's like, that's like insane. 9 diamonds for a shulker box full of totems of undying. And you've got just everything. And this is all like players that come on here. We have literally usually 12 players online. The server was down for a little bit because we had some issues, but I got those all resolved. But like literally 500 whitelisted people. Anyway, so that's that section. We'll come over here. Hey, I see everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for joining in. I appreciate it. So yeah, so this is pretty much, yeah, this is just all that really cool stuff. All these shops that people are starting or working on, and like it's just crazy the amount of like possibility here. So that is all underneath spawn. This is like the shops all underneath spawn, and that is just a portion. So real quick, before we get over to the next stuff, I just want to show you the museum in a sec. I might show you, this is the original spawn area. This has been modified. We have a crafting chest, which is a chest and a crafting table. This is actually like a bug out that happened, but it's like legit. Additionally, we have a floating torch. This is a legit torch. It's surrounded by glass. But real quick, let's also show how to join the server. So basically, there's a Discord server. It is, yeah, right down here. Click on that, sends you to the Discord server. There's an application right here, this link right here. You just fill it out, and we'll whitelist you, and then you can join. Also, there's a Dynamap on the very bottom of the apply channel that you can see kind of what's going on, who's what. I'm actually hidden right now, so as you can see, we're technically like right here, and I'm hidden because it's saves space. I don't want people stalking, especially if I'm looking at other people. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, there's the shopping district over there. There's crafting chests. There's an old kit system, and this is the carrot farm. So these utilize villagers. They drop the carrots for the villagers, and then those get pumped up for you to eat and use above. So that's pretty much that section. Come up here real quick, and I'm trying to think of what else would be best to show off. That's pretty much it for the most part on that section. We'll show you a couple more of the buildings. There's a lot of buildings to show off, so I'm going to do my best. There's a nice skeleton horse too. This is a cobblestone farm, and this is a very nice one because this was designed I think it was actually built by one of our very good engineers. I'm gonna actually go into spectator just to kind of show you what this looks like. But basically what this does is it looks like someone's actually messed with the timings. I think this it looks like someone's messed with the timings. Oh, yeah, they're missing a